This simple PDF helped me flip over $20 million worth of houses last year. It's all a streamlined process. Make sure you click the link below.
Ryan Pineda claims to have made millions through real estate. Is he the real deal, or is he just another scammer trying to get us to buy his real estate course? Ryan Pineda was born and raised in Las Vegas, and through his adolescent years, he had dreamed of becoming a professional baseball player. And he was pretty good. He got a Division I scholarship for college, and in 2010, at the age of 21, his dreams were finally realized when he got drafted into the minor leagues. Unfortunately for Ryan, professional baseball doesn't pay well, at least until you've made it to the majors.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
He would have to find another way to support himself. If you had to live on just $6,000, what would you do? You would need something that is flexible enough to be gone 6 months out of the year, but made enough to hold you over through the baseball season. This is why Ryan decided to become a realtor. He proceeded to play baseball half the year and to be a realtor the other half. And frankly, he really sucked at it. This is when Ryan decided he hated real estate. Honestly, this is totally sus considering he sells a real estate course and coaching. Anyways, after not making enough money as a realtor, he was desperate for money, so he decided to sell his couch. After realizing he made $200 more than he had originally bought the couch for, he decided to start flipping couches. He would buy couches cheap, clean them up, and re-list them for a couple $100.
Fuck your couch, nigga. Buy another one, you rich motherfucker. Fuck your couch.
This actually started to work. Ryan was off to the races, and this became his main source of income, and he started to make $6 to $8 grand a month. But it got to a point where he literally bought every couch on Craigslist in the Vegas area. And just as the business started to stall, so did his baseball career. He got into a slump and started having a career crisis. He didn't like flipping couches, but it was the only way he knew how to make money, and his baseball career wasn't going the direction he wanted it to. On an anniversary vacation with his wife, he prayed to God to give him a sign. And that same day, he saw an advertisement to start flipping houses from Scott Yancey, but he thought it was a total scam. He opened Google and literally typed Scott Yancey scam. And this is when he found biggerpockets.com, a real estate investing forum. It opened his eyes to seeing people are actually flipping houses. That night, he bought a dozen real estate books. Ignoring his wife on their anniversary, he read book after book and decided he wanted to start flipping houses. As he was on the plane coming home from his vacation, he continued to read. And as if God shined his face down on Ryan, that flight, the passenger next to him asked what he was reading. Ryan said it was a book about flipping houses. And the passenger said, "Oh, I've been flipping houses for over 30 years. And on that short flight, Ryan asked this man every question he could think of. Once the plane landed, Ryan was determined, but with only $10,000 in the bank, he couldn't afford to buy any real estate. That didn't stop him though. He was determined to get money together any way he knew how. Like any sound financial advisor would recommend, he maxed out his credit cards. He got $50,000 for the down payment of his first flip. Before his first flip was even finished being renovated, he decided he might as well dive in deeper and buy a second. Fortunately for him, the second flip sold and Ryan made $25,000 in profit. He was hooked. In the first year, he flipped 6 houses. In the second, he flipped 20. But the flipping became a distraction from his baseball career, and it started to take a toll. His blossoming business began to consume his life, and despite the previous year being one of his best seasons so far, he found himself on his laptop working before and after every game. His performance began to suffer to the point that he was released from the MLB. This was another catalyst in his business. Since he no longer had to spend hours training for baseball, he spent much more time in his business. The following month, he had closed on 10 more flips, and within 3 years of starting, he was a millionaire. From that time until now, Ryan has done nothing but explode. He currently owns 7 businesses, several of which are over 8 figures. He has his house flipping business, a real estate brokerage, he's had rentals, Airbnbs, a car rental business, a tax consulting business, an Amazon automation business, and his real estate education and coaching business. All of this doesn't even include the money he makes from his massive social media following, which between TikTok and YouTube, he has over 1 million followers. Needless to say, Ryan Pineda is the real deal. And fortunately for you and me, he's made so much money, he plans to give away all his secrets with his latest project, The Wealthy Way. There's a link in the description. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.